Okay, so now we are in the sort of post-judgment part of the case, and that's where things really get interesting. There's been this great verdict, $1.75 million dollars. Now that's going to accrue interest from the date of filing, which is way back in 2024. So that's going to be at 8%. So that number is going to be a lot higher than 1.75. And it's going to get, then it's going to grow each day. It's kind of a miracle, compounding interest over time, and it's going to continue to grow until the judgment is paid off. So it's possible this thing could balloon to millions and millions of dollars over the years. It does not appear that there's been any appeal lately. And what changed significantly yesterday, and I checked the court, the website, is that this was entered into a judgment. So it became a judgment, which means it can't be discharged in bankruptcy. It was debatable about whether or not it could be discharged anyways. Intentional tort typically cannot. But, it's a pain to deal with it, to get it enforced. But now, for whatever reason, and maybe Brenay will appeal it. I don't know. But it's to the North Carolina Court of Appeals. But good luck winning there. So Akira is in a very strong position right now. Whether or not she'll get paid a bunch of money, I don't know. But she's going to be able to make Brenay's life a living hell, really, for the rest of her life until this thing's paid off. And, short of her winning the lottery, I don't see how this thing at a $1.75 million judgment that's accruing interest at 8% per year, it's going to get really big really fast. It's already really big. But anyways, so-called supplemental proceedings, which are after the judgment is entered into, can be confusing. They can be complicated. They can be just very difficult. So I created a PDF, you see right there, and it's explained sort of what the rules are, and I provide, the judgment itself, explaining. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically the verdict sheet with a little bit more. But then I also provide some of the statutes, but then I have a pretty long written part that's I think 6 pages, that lays out in detail all the procedures for collecting North Carolina, and it has some links to the various statutes. I provided some of the statutes, and then I provided some of the forms, but the exemption forms have to be filed in 20 days. And I feel strongly, I may be wrong, that Brenay will not fill out these forms. And that means her assets, like her house, up to a certain amount of equity, is going to be able to be exempt. But because she's not going to file, her house is exposed. Her car, up to 30